Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to DolFans United, the platform for DolFans. All right, got this little video for you here. Not going to be too long. Got something in my eyelash, so we got to deal with it. All right, so why did we hire Hire Gailey? Why did we fire our old offensive coordinator, Chad O'Shea? I got an idea. Now, you see my last couple videos, so hopefully you did. And if you haven't, please go check them out. So you know that I can come up with some crazy thoughts and some crazy ideas as to why certain things are done. And this is just my spin on why I believe we have a new offensive coordinator. And it's about chess, not checkers. All right? So remember that. It is about chess, not checkers. So, why I believe we got a new offensive coordinator is because of two reasons. Predictability and adjustments. My two reasons, okay? Predictability and adjustments. All right, so last year we were running the Patriots offense, correct? All right, so we're running the Patriots offense. It's an offense that everybody's familiar with. Short, horizontal passing game. Take a couple of shots, but most of the time you're doing screens. We did incorporate RPOs, probably a little more so than the Patriots would normally do. So that was a little different. And our up-tempo, we just could not get our up-tempo offense to be as efficient as theirs in Patriot City. But that's because it's the Patriots and they have Tom Brady. All right, so being that you don't have Tom Brady, you're not going to run that offense completely the same because you need that key piece in Tom Brady. No matter what anybody tells you, Tom Brady was the key piece in that offense to make that offense run. It's not just the Patriot way. It was the Tom Brady way as well. And that's just a fact. Tom Brady's going to take that same type of offense to a genius mind in Bruce Arians, and we're going to see what happens. They're going to be in the tops on offense because they have a bunch of weapons. And when you put weapons around Tom Brady, magical things happen, although he is getting old. So we'll see what happens there. If he can not get hit a lot, then maybe he'll have a decent season. But anyway, it's not the point of the video. Point of the video is, why do we have Hire Gailey and not Chad O'Shea when Chad O'Shea didn't do too bad of a job? All right, so let's talk about Chad O'Shea real quick. Chad O'Shea, when he came in, he was known for really working with well with wide receivers. And if you look at our wide receivers, they did a pretty good job. Devontae Parker had his best season yet, 1,000 yards, 10 touchdowns. It was 9 or 10 touchdowns. I don't think he got to 10, actually. I think he stopped at 9. He was one short. And then we had Preston Williams, who was beasting before he got injured. All right? So he can develop wide receivers. That's shown. That's proven. Okay? His offensive game was not great. And from what I've heard, he's had problems adjusting in the second half to what the defense was throwing at him. Okay? But once again, this is his first year that he was doing this. So, yeah, there's room for errors, okay? Brian Flores didn't have a perfect first year, I'm sure. So, yeah, it's his first year. He was learning how to do things, and he probably would have been better that second year. But here's what I think Brian Flores was thinking. I have an offense that is well known. It's an offense that everybody plays against. The Patriots offense, you study for it. If we don't have Tom Brady and we're running a Patriots offense, how good can that offense really be? How good can an offense be that when you take the key guy out of it, it's not going to run as well and you don't have that same guy? How good can that offense really be? Think about it. Think about it at home or wherever you are right now while you're watching. How good can the Patriots offense be in Miami when you don't have Tom Brady? How good can it be? He was the offense. Nobody had to tell Tom Brady in the offseason what plays they were going to run. The man knew the offense. He was the offense. He could audible to any play in the playbook because he was and knew the offense like the back of his hand. Now, could we have gotten there in some years? Yeah. Chad O'Shea, with whatever quarterback we would have, could have gotten there in some years. True. But then when you went up against the Patriots, although we did beat them, we beat them. All right? But I'll tell you why we beat them. We did beat them, but when you run up against that offense, they're always going to be prepared run against that defense. They're always going to be prepared against your offense because they know that offense. They know it. Baltimore knows it. The better teams know that offense because they play that offense in the Patriots. And the Patriots are going to be the best at running that offense because they're the Patriots. That's why it's the Patriots offense and not the Dolphins offense. All right, so now you have Chad O'Shea running the Patriots offense, trying to mold it into his own. And you have the defense knowing, for the most part, what's coming. Predictability. Our offense was very predictable. It was very predictable. That's what it was. Now, man, our offense is predictable, and you're saying that, the Patriots were prepared for our offense and blah, 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 but we beat them. Right. I said I was going to tell you how we beat them. We beat them on execution. Just because you know what's coming doesn't mean you can stop it. All right? If you execute, you can still win. Just because we have the same offense as the Patriots doesn't necessarily mean we're going to automatically lose the game, because it's all about execution. Now, if the players are executing better than the defense is executing, you win your one-on-one matchup, you can still win the game. Or you can still blow people out playing the Patriots offense if you have perfect execution. It's not the problem. The problem is the fact that they know. That's the problem. That's the problem. All right? The man had a problem adjusting on the fly, and the man's offense was predictable. Heck, even I knew when certain plays were coming. You knew when certain plays were coming. Oh, here we go. Here goes a screen. Now, I must say he was a little better at it than Adam Gase was, because we knew on the money when a screen was coming, when a draw was coming. We knew what Adam Gase was doing. Took us probably a little longer to figure out Chad O'Shea, but once it got going in the season, we could tell, okay, this play is coming and it's not going to work because the defense knows it's coming. All right? So we had that problem with predictability, and we had the problem with, I said predictability was one, and I said that the other one was adjustments. All right? So now let's switch over to to Chan Gailey. Chan Gailey is a vet in the game. He pioneered, from what I hear, the RPO offense. All right, he was one of the first to really implement that in the NFL. The man has been around for a very long time. He knows more football in his pinky than I do in my whole body. All right? The man knows how to run an offense. He hasn't been in the league for a little while. So there's not a whole lot to go off of in preparing for him, because one, he's probably changed some things after being out for a little while, because that's what tends to happen when you get fired. When you get fired from a job, you tend to look at some things that got you fired, and you might change some things. All right, so that's one. Two, he just hasn't been in the league a while, so there's not much recent film to go off of, especially with the talent that we have. There's no film to go off of with the talent that we have on offense. No matter whether it's good talent or bad talent, with the group of guys that we have not run his offense, so nobody knows what to prepare for. So the predictability goes out the window. Now we're no longer predictable. Before, even when we signed Chad O'Shea, you know, okay, he's going to run some form of the Patriots offense. We know what to prepare for, even if we haven't seen the Dolphins put it out yet. And surely enough, people were stopping us, right? If it's not for execution, you don't get anything done. With Hire Gailey, whether you execute it well or not, I mean, you still need to execute to play well, but it's not as predictable. It's just not as predictable, all right? And then now, being that he's seen so much football, when it comes to making adjustments, he's going to have an upper hand on a guy like Chad O'Shea who just got into doing this last year. He's going to know, okay, I've seen this before, maybe in 97 against blah, blah, blah. This is what I need to do to stop it. Or this is what I need to do to counter it. He is an offensive mind, an offensive genius at this stuff. Granted, his offenses are never explosive, but we don't need an offense that's explosive. We need an offense that's efficient. Get the third and short, convert on third and short, move down the field. I don't care if we score in 3 plays. I don't care if we score in 15 plays and take 10 minutes off the clock. Get 7 points. I don't care how you do it. Get 7 points. We have some key guys in place now, as long as they don't regress, that could orchestrate this offense as long as he's willing to use them to their strengths and not just implement his offense because that's his offense. As long as he's willing to use these guys to their strengths, which I've heard that he's pretty good with that, I think we can get some good things done. Yes, Chad O'Shea did do some good things. Well, once again, Devontae Parker, Preston Williams were on the up and up. But we were predictable. And predictability doesn't work in chess. Just does not work. All right? If they know your move is coming, they can counter it. Does not work in chess. We needed to switch it up. We needed to switch it up. Now people have a little more work to do against us when they're planning on how to stop the Dolphins, because they haven't seen this offense in some years, and they dang sure haven't seen it with us. Chess, not checkers. That's what I got for you. I believe we did this move so that we can get away from what people know and see what they can do against it. Hire Gailey is a great offensive mind. Let's see what we can do. Plus, I mean, who would you rather put Tua in the hands of? A guy that's been around for a while or a guy that's just trying to figure things out? If, in fact, we do get Tua. I'd rather put it I'd rather put Tua in the hands of a guy that's mastered the offensive side of football already. Now, he might not be with us long, maybe 3-4 years at the max in Hire Gailey because he's an older guy. But I'm sure he can teach somebody his ways, and then we just simply slide them in and they keep on moving. But I believe Brian Flores at the end of the year was like, you know what? We're a little too predictable. And this guy, it's gonna take him some time. So I'm gonna cut off now, as hard as it is, because he was one of his good friends. I'm gonna cut this now, which shows you his leadership as well in Brian Flores. We're gonna cut this now. We're gonna go ahead and go in a different direction, and then we'll see what happens. Chess, not checkers. I'll holler at you guys later. Be easy.